I didn't love this film. Which brings me to Shelby Oaks. This new Neon-produced horror film is another in the growing line of films created by YouTubers. And this time is Chris Stuckmann that is up to bat as the writer and director. What's even more interesting about him is that, if I am not mistaken, he is the first among the critic space to actually do this. If you don't know, Chris recently decided to stop critiquing films that he didn't enjoy because the guilt associated with the negative reviews. And apparently his previous occupation began to feel a bit dirty after he decided to hop into the director's chair himself. But my real reason for bringing all of this up is that his notoriety in this arena is likely to cause nearly every review that you see to be tainted with some level of bias. Most reviewers will likely be very aware of this entire situation and too close to the subject matter to critique it objectively. Luckily, I've seen very little of Stuckmann's reviews and have no genuine opinions on him either way outside of the recent controversy. But even with my light exposure to his work, I'm still aware enough of the whole situation to likely also be affected. On a surface level, Shelby Oaks is fairly well crafted. Both the cinematography and sound are very well done. It's got the polished indie art house horror vibe that has become all the rage since A24's rise to fame. But throughout the film, I found myself struggling with narrative and structural issues that were rather immersion breaking. But let's go ahead and really dig into why I said I wasn't too hot on Shelby Oaks, because let's be straight. If you have seen it, I don't see how anyone could deny that this film doesn't have its fair share of issues, even if you did enjoy it overall. The core concept of the film is fairly simple. We follow a woman hell-bent on finding her missing sister, but the more she uncovers, the more she realizes how few people are likely going to believe the actual truth. Conceptually, I enjoy what Stuckmann was going for. He's mixing actual supernatural horror and grounded investigative elements. It's a really cool approach. There are a few solid scares and some good gore and even a cool creature design. But outside of that, we hit my main problem, which is that none of this is written very well. I was consistently left asking, why is this woman so stupid? This is a notorious horror movie issue, and I'm honestly shocked Stuckmann stumbled into it. I think that Stuckmann could have a bright future as a director. I'm just not quite sure where he sits as a writer quite yet. And more than anything, I admire the risks that Chris took to follow his dreams, to create something like this knowing full well that it might make him an easy target for his previous YouTube critic peers.